TDS returns nil return. What is this? Previously, if you want to file TDS, usually basic exemption limit is considered. Okay, if a person is getting salary, then when they were retired, their amount will be deducted as TDS amount will be deducted as when only when they cross as 87A rebate. Yeah, crosses it. In the case of new tax regime, but old tax regime, 5 lakhs and above. In the case of new tax regime, right now in this year, about 12 lakhs. When they cross this limit, usually we file this TDS. If not, we are not mandated to file TDS returns. That means we are not required to provide Form 16. Form 16A, both returns we won't provide Form 16 mainly. So now this income tax bill 2025 has brought in a new challenge to taxpayers. What is that? Anyone having income through them, or providing salary, providing consultation fees, or even rent we are paying, anything, whatever may be, you make some expenses. For making that expenses, TDS returns are mandatory. What TDS returns? Simple. You need to file 24Q, 26Q, all the forms respect to quarterly returns need to be filed. Even though they received money, they received income through you, which is below basic exemption limit, you need to file TDS returns. So it's like mandatory GST return. Quarterly TDS returns are mandatory from now. So this is the new update regarding this income tax bill 2025. So through that, what happens is everyone income will be reflecting in AIS. That is one. If you go through income tax, that will be one thing is AIS. So in that annual information report, so mostly everything will be there. So that will show off all the income wherever who you earn. So now what happens is, without filing TDS, you can't claim expenses. That will be the next criteria. So to claim expenses in your book, you need to file TDS. So only when you file TDS, you need to have a proper accounting. Accounting became mandatory from now. So no one can escape section 144 in the previous old section. This 144 is completely removed and accounting is became mandatory. So we need to think about the alternative option to file this TDS return. So from now, this is mandatory. Monthly GST to be filed, then TDS returns going to be filed, and the income tax we going to file. Not only that, GST going to be filed monthly. So in the income tax also, in this Income Tax Act 2025 bill, they have made a good change. If you even cross this due date of filing, you will get the refund. Why they are saying so is because they have brought into the TDS section. You have filed the TDS properly, and if not, you will be levied with penalty. Yeah, TDS returns, if you not file in a proper time, you will be levied with penalty. Na? So that makes sense right now. Income Tax Act 2025 has passed over the Parliament. It is pending for presidential approval. Just a signature is a way to be implemented, and the case 2026 is going to be superb for taxpayers, and that is going to change the view of what we have seen. So everyone required to file TDS. Wow, that is no. So they have not given right now about the requirement who need to file, who not need to file, but this is a great update. Thank you, friends. Thank you.